And queen takes f3. Oh, what is going on? Oh, this is going to be a fortress. I just don't see any hopes at all. This is very easy. Just rook back and forth.
Taking chess to the next level.
Wow. Wow.
Wow, yeah. Nothing else to say. Wow.
Creating the future of the sport. Introducing the Champions Chess Tour. 10 months, 10 tournaments. The world's best players online and on TV.
Okay, hello everyone. Hello. I heard I'm live already, so that's good. Let's go to chess24 and get things started. I'm on my account. I think Anish Giri account it is, I believe. Let me see the chat. How's the chat? I see on chess24 chat, everybody has high expectations. Hi all, this is huge. People say this is definitely gigantic. Also, YouTube chat is there. I'm going to be the first person in history of Banter Blitzes who will read both the chats. Okay, let me see. Play. I can only accept them premium members, guys. Premium members of chess24. People with a crown. Okay, let's start with John Tadros. It's the first from Egypt. Rated 2084 on chess24. I am currently rated 3000 exactly. What a beautiful number. I think it's not accidental. I think it's not accidental because I believe last Banter Blitz I ended on 3000 purposefully. So that's not accidental. Oh, I have to make a move. Sorry, I have to make a move. Okay. E4. Let's hope John is there. 3 or 5. I think whatever you want. Actually. I can see myself now in the window here. I do too much of this, so I'll stop it. Okay, if that game doesn't happen, that's fine. I'll take another challenge. People sometimes challenge and then they go to the bathroom or something like this and miss the game. So let's start with Dirks. Dirks is German. The Germans are coming for us. Currently, this German is rated 1703, but he's coming with the Dutch. Then you know he means business. If the German is playing the Dutch, you know he means business. Can you display the clock? That's not up to me. That's up to our producer. Producer, you forgot the clock. Please be sharp. Clock's forgotten, but the clock will be there. Clock is there. Everything's there, guys. You can see the clock. I don't know why you complain. Everything's good. All good. This, guys, is a system I played, I think against Fabiano as well. Knight c3, provoke d5 and get the strange structure. It's like a Stonewall Dutch, but a little different. Basically, he has the weakness on the e5 square and so on. I'm gonna try to play around it. Might want to push my c pawn to c4. You can follow my... I don't think I can draw arrows like this, but you can follow my words if you carefully look at the notation. Find the letter C. Find the number 4. And there we go. Pawn to c4. All is promised. What have I done? Wait. Yeah, no, all good. Okay. It's strange somehow that there's anything but a German opening. No, my friend, it's not so strange. There is a Berlin Wall. There is also not Argentinian opening, or there isn't any. Okay, Italian, Spanish is there, French is there, English is there, Dutch is there. I know more countries. Russian is sort of there. Petrov is kind of Russian. The Chinese is not there yet. The Japanese is definitely not there. The Asians are absent when it comes to chess openings. Let's see which other. There is no Romanian, Bulgarian, Serbian opening. There is no Hungarian is there. There is something Hungarian. There is something called Hungarian variation or something. There is also. Let me think. What else is there? Austrian is definitely not there. Austrian? So there is an Austrian attack. What are other countries we have, guys? Quickly. Chinese Dragon. Yeah, that's there. King's Indian. Yeah, that's not a country. I'm going to. Okay, I'll do it the instructive way or not. I don't know. Shall I do it the instructive way, or shall I try to trap the knight? Let me try to trap the knight actually. If he takes on e5, what is this h4 I played? I want if he takes on e5, I take with the f pawn and I might trap his knight. Very childish of me. Very childish behavior there, guys. f3, yeah. I'm in the structure trying to prove that I have a better position because my knight has access to e5 square and it will never be chased away, while his knight from e4, as you can see now, gets chased away. Vienna game. Vienna game, yeah. But Vienna is a city. Oh, wow. Yeah, he sacrifices a piece. Very brave, but he doesn't have enough pieces, guys, for attack. I see what you're doing there, brother. I see what you're doing there. But it's not so simple. He's trying to double on the H file, but it's not so simple. Not so easy. Scotch is there. Scotch is there. What? Let me read the YouTube chat for a bit. Nightbot is on fire, yeah? Guys, for the record, I think Nightbot doesn't like OP, I guess. So please behave there. Nightbot is not OP, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, I had knight g4 there. I got a bit lost in thought. But yeah, Portuguese gambit? Not sure. Isn't Stanislav called Czech in Russian? Not that I know of. No, not that I know of. What am I doing here? I don't even know. I'm a piece up, guys. That's all that matters. Yeah, I can be a rook up now, but let's not exaggerate. Yeah, I'm a piece up essentially. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I'll be a rook up if you want me to. Also, I'm a lot of time up. Okay, for sake of argument, I will close the position and then win on one wing. Yeah, good game. Well fought there in the Dutch defense. But finally, the piece sacrifice was a little too much. A little bit too much. And although I was impressed, I managed to resist. So, very disciplined people here. All premium members challenged me. No, this person is from the Netherlands, I think. Jibaz. The Benoni is the one called the Czech. No, there is a Czech Benoni. Dan сюда. No, he's okay. No, he's trying to find himself, but you are Dan сюда. Here. Yeah. Okay. He wanted to show himself. Давай, Данька. Молодец. He is a little bit, into streaming. Okay, so he's playing this Tropovsky, I believe. Yeah, I don't know exactly what I am doing here. Improvising a little bit, but I have a bishop now. That's pretty good. Bishop is pretty good. He has good central control, but I have a bishop. Guys, some people are obsessed. Some chess players are obsessed with bishop pair. Take it for a fact. Maybe I'm one of them. Probably I'm one of them. Is this tea? No, this is a cold hot chocolate. If that makes any sense. Does he know how to play chess? Somebody asks. Ah, you mean my son? It is a complicated question. Who does know how to play chess? Nobody actually knows how to play chess. It's kind of a philosophical question. Do I know how to play chess? Does Jibaz know how to play chess? Yeah, it's gonna be a beautiful game. It's gonna be beautiful. He's trying something on the queen side, but it's not relevant, you see. All the action is going to take place on the king side, where my rook is pointing at. Trying to give all premium members a chance, because actually it's most fun to play very strong players, very high rated players. That's the most fun and the most challenging. But but you know, you shouldn't exclude the premium members who actually are fans of the game. You know, they want to have a chance at playing. In fact, if you're high rated, you might anyway get a chance to play a strong player. But if you are low rated, then it's not so easy. So to appreciate the gesture of premium members. So I have to say, in general, this premium membership business is actually, of course, very good. Very good, very good. It's basically good stuff. It is not that easy for me to deliver a final blow, but okay, but yeah, this is the queen. The queen, guys, whenever it's hanging, should be taken. It was not accidental, guys. I controlled all the squares. I control all the squares with my pieces on the king side, and that's why when he tried something active, he got punished for it. Okay, I'm getting 1 point per game, which is really nice. Really nice. I guess later on, when Chess24 will upgrade further their playing zone, probably they will. Maybe it's something they could adjust, because I imagine that if you, you know, if you want to make a very high rating, you could play a lot of low rated players and take all their points one by one, right? I guess I would feel it's more just if you sometimes get 0.1 or even nothing. Sometimes even nothing, because you know, you could just play endless amount of games with low rated players and slowly but surely bring your rating all the way up. Maybe 0.1 is fair. It would be a really time consuming activity to gain 50 points. You have to play 500 games. Guys, but this is like a system I played. It's one of the ways to play against this this Mora business. I believe it's one of the ways. Just develop very solid, very easy. For lower rate players, here is their chance to play great higher rate players. In 1,000 games, you get up to 4,000 email. Yeah, that's exactly my point. I mean, nothing wrong with that, but I guess if Chess24 will intend to at some point use these ratings for something, I don't know what for, some qualification or whatever, or just in general, for them to be taken a bit more seriously, these ratings, I think it's good to drop that K factor a little bit there. So people get timed out, I see on the YouTube. Yeah, the Nightbot also is something that I believe. I don't know what this Nightbot is about. I guess it's an unflexible bot. I'm sure Nightbot. Actually, there are different Nightbots. I think there was a Nightbot the other day on some other channel. I forgot which one it was, and it wasn't banning this. I think you can set it up. I think you can set it up. You can set up a Nightbot in a way that you want. I guess Nightbot is helpful in many ways. I would guess. I don't know. But yeah, of course, whenever artificial intelligence, them robots, whenever they start, messing with our lives, always becomes an ethical question. What is a human's life worth? Who is Anish? Where is Carlson? Says Ezra Knox. Who is Carlson? And where is Ezra Knox? Is what I can reply to. Shubham says, Anish, live games and content. Eloquent says, I just always transpose into the Alapin, so I don't have to bother with an extra variation. You are right, man. I'm always forgetting that. I always forget that you can actually transpose into Alapin if you play the let me think and calculate a bit. Yeah, if you play the Mora. I always forget about it actually, but it's true. But I like to punish them sometimes. Yeah, the chat is very sensitive about the Mora. Yeah, my line that I played here is pretty good, I think, guys. By the way, I'm since I do this course, Nidorf course, I probably have to I started with main lines of Nidorf. I haven't yet covered the sidelines. But I believe, yeah, now he blundered into the d4 check. Bishop on a2 is hanging. I believe I have to address the Mora gambit as well, right? With my Nidorf prepared, of course. So I'll probably recommend the system, I guess. I don't know. I'll see. Whatever will be the first line of the engine by that point in time, that will most likely be my recommendation. Although it's not true. I'm trying to be very subtle against. I'm trying to be very subtle against the sidelines always. In the French course, I did the same. I think the sidelines, it's very cool if you give them some kind of personal treatment. Show off your understanding of the opening as a top player, and try to impress the fellow chess players by recommending something very clever. What side is Nidorf on? I'm trying to learn it now. The Nidorf is going to be on Chessable, basically Chess24. I think they're part of the same happy family. But it's going to be there, I think, end of December, if everything goes well. Can already go knight d4, it's kind of interesting. Now if h3, I can take with the knight and then take the pawn on h3. But in general, this move knight d4 feels premature. If you will cover anti-Sicilians, I will surely buy it. Yeah, I have to cover. I think when you do this repertoire series, you have to... Yeah, now you see my point is that I can do this. You have to cover the sidelines. That's the trick. Okay, I'll take an exchange. He speaks very fast. Yeah, I can speak slower. There's no point. No point to accelerate. I can speak very slow. John Emmanuel. Okay, let's go with John. Hello, John. John is from England. If Nepo does a night of repertoire, it will only be 1 hour, but you'll have all the lines. Yeah. I can adjust my speed of my speech. if you're more comfortable with that. My next course, I think I will speak slower. I'll speak slower. Lots on the mind. Yeah, I don't know. I think it could also be the case that the brain is not in time to follow the mouth, which is what I was told when I was a kid. His brain is not in time to follow his mouth. I can take maybe 3. Wait, what's this? That's just mainline theory, yeah? Okay, Alpha Rook C1. The difference between MVL, Nepo, and Giri is that Giri actually studies the Nidorf while MVL and Nepo don't. Now I can tell you the difference between MVL, Nepo, and me in terms of Nidorf. The difference is that they are relying on their seconds who analyze Nidorf for them. But because the Nidorf is so big, they are unable to memorize the variations that their seconds are showing them. However, I analyzed Nidorf on my own most of the time, and so I might sometimes come less fresh to the game because I spent a lot of time preparing, but as a rule I remember my lines a little bit better than most of my colleagues. That's the main difference. But in terms of our files, I think they are more or less of the same quality, more or less. This guy knows his theory, by the way. We follow the game, I think, more or less my game against Magnus from Shamkir. He plays very, very well. This is all theory so far. But now, I think he traded the bishops in a strange way. This is why people enjoy mocking you, Mr. Giri. You are asking for it, says Token. Why exactly? Why exactly are people mocking me? Which people are mocking me, my friend? On which planet do you live? Anish, what are your expectations of the chess tour? Wow. High expectations, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. 10 tournaments, I think they said. 10 tournaments. Can you believe it, guys? It's a lot of tournaments. It's going to be a fun all year long. By studying, I mean going 40 moves deep and getting a drawn position. Never really happened to me that I got a forced draws with the Nidorf in a game, actually. Usually my opponents don't make it this far in their preparation. But in my files, there are a lot of 40 moves draws. That's for sure. Never really happens in real life, don't worry. You will never be able to remember anyway. Neither with white nor with black. So just chill. Just chill. Now I want a pawn on the pin. Don't play the Nidorf against MVL. You know, I played the Nidorf against MVL once. Yeah, I had a good position. Game ended in a draw, I think. Actually, that was one of these rare cases where in that game, I think it was sort of a theoretical battle that it was a relatively quick draw, I remember. I was prepared almost to the end. And MVL bailed out with white pieces very early. He told me he didn't, later in the interview, he said that I didn't expect Anish to play the Nidorf, while like my last 10 games were the Nidorf. But he thought that I will not dare against him. But that time I dared, and it was fine. But in general, he's very experienced in the Nidorf with both colors. Okay, so we play against AG. Let's play the King's Indian defense. I like the King's Indian defense when it works out. Hi AG, how high is your IQ level? How high is IQ level? IQ level can be as high as you want. Queen c2 is a very strange move for a King's Indian. It doesn't make any sense. The e4 pawn is not the one that needs protection, it's the d4 pawn. Strange. Young players play anytime control. I think Anish is young. 3 or 5, yeah? That's the eternal question. For me, I speak with very careful accents to emphasize the points that need to be understood clearly. Not all words are equally weighted. Symphonic Night. What a beautiful speech. What a beautiful speech. Stay humble, crumbling student, says somebody. Is the chat premium members only? Is that the case? Because I see a lot of premium members in the chat. I think it's premium members only. Ah, it's not premium members only. But probably, if you are active on Chess24 chat, eventually you, of course, end up being a premium member. Probably that's why most of people I see are premium members in the chat. Okay, I won a pawn, guys. It's really a big achievement here to win a central pawn. So, please congratulate me. Please congratulate me. There's a user called Mr. Vinaver, and he has my my profile picture. Oh, very cool. Very cool. Excelsior is not a premium member. He says, I'd love to play with you, Anish. Yeah, you're not a premium member. I saw it already. There goes your chance. Guys, there's going to be so many Banter Blitzes this year by so many different players. If you want to play a Banter Blitz, I think sooner or later you'll end up purchasing the premium membership. You might as well do it now. I'm collecting pawns, guys, one after the other. The premium on Chess24 is worth it due to the videos and the banters. On chess.com, it's worth it because of Puzzle Rush. I think, by the way, Chess24 has also Tactics Frenzy. It's also a puzzle feature, puzzle app actually. Yeah, puzzles are also very popular, and rightly so. Everybody improves from puzzles. All the people of all levels, they all improve. As a beginner, I studied a lot of puzzles, and also as a professional player, sometimes enjoy solving puzzles. For premium analysis, it's also quite cool, and for evenings with Laurent Fressinet and Jules Mossard. Yeah, I mean, I think nowadays people are used to subscribing to services. I think that's we passed that barrier. I think there was a time when people were, at least in Europe, at least like in Holland, I don't know. Germany was always strict, but I think in Holland, like, there's a lot of pirated content. But I think now people are paying for music services, for TV show services. I think it's not it's more of a psychological thing for most people. Many people, they find it like, they used to think it was strange to pay for stuff on the internet, but now I think it's happening. Okay, I can take his rook, but I don't have to. I like my bishop. Knight of Master. My guess is that he'd have himself higher than at least MVL. He's studying himself. MVL has seconds, so study one, so won't remember. Yeah. Maxim plays Knight of very well. Maxim plays chess very well. Yeah, good game there. But I think I won this. Yeah, I mean, I won the pawn very early. Queen c2 was culprit in the opening. There are many players you can study if you want to study Nairov, actually. Really many. For example, okay, let's play someone slightly higher rated now, briefly. Shashnik. So you can study the games of players of the past, like Bobby Fischer. Garry Kasparov obviously comes to mind. I think at some point Vishy also played the Nairov, I believe, quite a bit, right? But these days too, even Magnus Carlsen plays. Okay, this guy is not playing make a move. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. You challenge and then you have to wait so long, and then sometimes you leave your laptop. I understand that. I'll take then the X player. So yeah, these days everybody plays the Nairov. Ding Liren played the Nairov. Magnus Carlsen played the Nairov. Everybody plays the Nairov. Ding Liren knows quite a bit about the Nairov, by the way. Slightly surprising because he didn't play it for a long time, but eventually he joined the dark side. Bishop g4. Ah, is that why they play bishop e2? I'm a little confused. Let me think. Let's play c5. I messed up here the opening actually. But it should still be fine. Topalov, of course, Topalov. Topalov, great Nairov player, absolutely. Topalov, definitely. Yeah. No, there are really many, so it's easy to forget. Topalov was a tremendous Nairov player. In 2005, the San Luis World Championship. He had many good games there with black. The Nairov reduces black's deficit theoretically from 50 points to 20, says Symphonic Knight. Symphonic Knight is being a smart ass today, huh? What are you talking about, my friend? What deficit? You're confusing everybody. Anand is good on the white side of Sicilian. Anand is good on each side of everything. But in particular, yeah, I understand what you mean. There have been a few of his games. He's beaten many players with white who played the Nairov. And I also had different experiences with him in the Nairov. It's not always easy. Very, very experienced player. He can play so many different variations and he feels so many of them. How can one send a challenge request? I think you have to find my name. My name is Anish Giri, as you can see on the screen. And you have to challenge me. Okay. I want to know people in the Chess24 chat. Who are you? Could you introduce yourself to me? Like, what's your background? How well do you play chess? How did you end up here? What are your hobbies? Why did you become a premium member on Chess24? I want to know that. So if some of you can write that on Chess24 chat, that would be great. especially because there are many regulars, no? People who are there in this chat very often. Hi Anish. Daniel Fonseca says, hi Anish, long time fan of yours from Portugal. Work on IT, became a premium member to try and get some banter going on. Okay, Panther Chest says, my hobby is Fallen Guys, of course. You mean Fall Guys? I guess it's not your big hobby because you don't even know how to say it. Let me read. I'll read each one of you guys for all the efforts you put in. I'm an applied math professor, says New Robot Overlord. Yeah, you see the Overlord. You would think that an Overlord is some kind of I don't know, like a teenager maybe, yeah? Overlord. But here we have a math professor, guys. Work in Turbulence, play chess like a patzer, but I love watching the masters do it brilliantly. He blundered rook b8, very nice. It was getting hard, but now it's easy. Chess Fan 64 has been a chess player since 1977, but no play so much online chess. My goodness. I won, guys, 50 Blitz games in a row. Can you believe it? Yeah, I played a lot of Banter Blitzes on this account, I guess. Let me find someone. Somebody said that he wanted to play Banter Blitz. Daniel Fonseca. Let me try to find Daniel Fonseca. Although it's going to be very hard. Daniel, it's going to be very hard, man. I'll try a bit, but it's going to be very hard. No, I couldn't find you. I'm sorry. I'll go with a player called Ladi. We'll get there one day. In Chess24 database, it says Anand has played the knight of 116 times and won 40% of the games. Yeah. Ubek Ergashev says, hi Anish. This bishop b4 is Anand's favorite. Playing out in Philadelphia, US, but born in Uzbekistan. Now knight f3, I can take the knight. Usually they play knight d5. US CF rating around 1850. Join Chess24 for the videos. That's cool. There are good videos, huh? Also on Chessable. Also. But on Chessable you have to pay for, I think, per video series. But very, very high quality content. Most of it, at least, that I've seen on Chessable. And you have like a full user experience. They do all kinds of introduction videos and model games and all that, like full-fledged repertoire series and all kinds of series. Stegema says, I've become premium to play against strong players because I have so low occasion to play at high level. I'm Ed, says Orange King. Played chess for about 30 years since I was in elementary school. Now I curl, they call it chess on ice. Curl. Oh, like curling, you mean? Oh yeah, curling. That's famous. A lot of people who have some experience in life, yeah. So some guy 77 played from this guy is playing chess for 30 years. Yeah, experienced chat there. Eloquence started playing with 14, played for 2 years, stopped for 10, and play since 4 years again. Interesting. Flink says, I played school competitively when I was young, then stopped from 15 until 30, then decided I want to be good. Not a huge success so far. Guys, chess is a very slowly rewarding activity. So you become good, not the moment you decide to become good, but the moment you put in a lot of effort. But that effort is pleasant, I find. I mean, if you want a six-pack, you need to, work out a lot and sweat and stuff. To become good at chess, you don't really have to endure physical pain, It's from The Symptoms. It's from The Simpsons. I, for one, welcome our new robot overlords. Yeah, you see. You got all these references. Yeah, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. Kramnik student, big chat guy there, has a picture of Kramnik. He says, I'm an IT professional, self-taught, hobby player, like Chess24 because of the shows and videos. Nice. Blunder Panda says, I am a nerd panda. That's cool. Token is there, tell us all story. He says, one father of three, tennis coach, football coach, love chess, but haven't had the discipline to study openings. Can I ask you what you think it takes for you to become number one? People agree to your talent. Wow, that's rare. Usually people ask for self-improvement. Now they ask for my improvement, which I appreciate. What it takes to be number one. It's the thing about probably everything, but chess in particular. It is increasingly hard to improve the higher up you go. And the competition gets also a lot harder. Like there are very many talented players, very many good players, and yeah, they also work hard, and that's probably one of the main reasons why people who are not the very first are not the very first, because there are other players as well, and it's not easy. And yeah, each player has his own weaknesses, his own streaks. Like there's the issue of having a bad streak. Like if I only had my good tournaments, I would have been very, very high. But I also have bad periods now and then I drop a little bit. So I never managed to climb to the number one position. But on my best runs, I think I climbed to world number 3 position, which is also pretty decent. But I didn't remain there for that long, and usually I'm between number 4 and number 15. But let's continue reading. Batman says, kids call me Batman. Anish, you played many top players. Who do you have the biggest problem with? Right now, I think the much of the chess world knows that you will be world champion. Wow, you will be world champion. Thank you, man. That is just very, very pleasant. I will try h4 too. I don't know what is h4, but I'm curious about h4. Challenging the g6 pawn. Aha, h6. Let me think. If I play d4, takes queen, takes knight f6, e5, knight c6. I don't know. I'm trying to do something smart. Okay, let me go d4. I went premium, says New Robot Overlord, to support Chess24 tournaments and coverage. It's been a huge saving grace to my pandemic experience. Yeah, basically, that's very kind. When you do that out of being grateful for the service they provide and not for more service, which is why most people would subscribe, I think. That's very cool. Very generous. That is in particular common in... it's more common in some countries than in others, I think. The concept of paying for something which you get for free. And could you give value in terms of ELO points for each piece of the game? ELO points, no, but there is a very simple math on pieces. The king, the queen, like, well, let's start with the king. It has no value, of course. It can be measured. The queen, yeah, it is already hard. Queen is usually measured at 9 or 10, 9, let's say. And the rooks are 5, bishops and knights are 3 each. Although they say bishop is slightly more than the knight. But it depends on the position. And pawn, of course, is 1. It's all relative to the pawn. Chessfan64 says, Giri, do you only play 3-minute blitz here at Banter Blitz? You can call me by my first name. My first name is Anish Chessfan. But yeah, I play different time controls. I just select people really randomly, honestly. I look at their names, but I don't really judge the names. I just pick challenges. I've messed up really badly. Now h4, h6 has been a useful inclusion for black. I was not very attentive to the opening part because I thought that given that my opponent is very low rated, I should be able to anyway bend the game to my advantage. But yeah, he played quite well. I think he should have taken with the pawn. Not that he's much worse now, if he's at all worse, but in a position with queens, the pawn on h4 and the weakness of the g4 square would be even more. These banters are much more better than sick television programs in series. Sick programs. Which sick programs? Anish is the guy who puts the banter in Banter Blitz. No, I'm behaving very well today. I am no longer bantering very much because people get very sensitive about the banter. So I'm just being nice. Alikan Battery says, I'm 40 minutes late, but I still get to hang out with Anish, my homie. Thanks, Alikan Battery. New Robot Overlord says, thank you, Anish. He had a good time. Definitely, I'm really happy you've responded to my suggestion of introducing yourself. Because I can't really picture your regular Chess24 user. I don't really know, who we're talking about here. So the more of you I know, the better it is for me. Anish, what's your thought on the rivalry on the top Rapid Blitz players in the top 5? Yeah, the Rapid Blitz, I think lately Magnus and Hikaru doing very well. Yeah, what else can I say? There are some differences in between the classical and the rapid chess. Quite some differences, and there are different players who are at the top of these rankings. But many of them are there. Yeah, this is really hopeless here. Yeah, that's hopeless, guys. Pawn endgames, are all about number of pawns. If you are like a pawn down or a few pawns down, it's usually the end of it, unless your pawn is queening. But it was not the case here. He didn't have a single passed pawn, and I had 3. Pedro is asking Giamanic, do you know what the Blumenfeld attack is? Blumenfeld Gambit, I think. Blumenfeld Gambit, guys. Is it? Yeah, I think Blumenfeld Gambit. It's an opening. It's a funny opening, but you cannot play it. You cannot just play it against 1d4. You need the opponent to make a few moves. Like, let me show you. I don't know if I'll get it. Okay, c4 now. I cannot get it anymore. So you see, you can only get it against d4 and then a few more moves. Okay, I'll play just solid here. Knight c3, that is rare. I think now I can push d4 with the tempo. This is odd. Now he makes a lot of moves with the same piece, but he does it fast. Maybe it is not that bad here. Okay, I'll play some weird move, knight d7. I'll give a check. It's very often a good idea to give a check, but not here. It's still okay. I see I'm blockading that b2 pawn, creating a weakness on b3 square. Rook c1 was also not really helpful for him. Now he should play queen b4. Queen b4 is a good move. Harry Giri says, Anish, your match against Artemiev on Monday is on my mother's birthday. Please win it to make it extra sweet. Thank you, man. It means that you or your mother is rooting for me. That's very kind. It's going to be a very tough match, very tough challenge. I'm looking forward to do my best and play good chess. Anish, I met you after the first Blitz round of the Paris 2019 Rapid and Blitz, and you were very gracious giving selfies to the fans such as myself after a long hard day. I really appreciate it. Thank you. It's always nice when the online world is in some way how do I say that, in some way connected to the reality, you know, like if there is someone in the chat who says that he has seen you in real life, that sort of makes the connection between the online reality and the offline reality. That is nice, because very often you get the feeling that these two are separate realities. But yeah, in this case it wasn't. Actually have sympathy for you, Anish. Christian ZZZ. Actually, thank you. Do you remember your game against Dubov? I have many games against Dubov. I remember all of them probably. I don't know which one you mean. Anish, by the way, it was so nice of you to be part of Anna's team on her birthday yesterday. I did not see that coming. Plus, you won. She even showed the high five you sent over private message. Cool factor squared. Yeah, actually, I didn't know she had a birthday. She just wrote me. She said, "Would you like to play?" I was streaming, so I said, "Yeah, sure, I'll play." Also, I was on my way to make 3000 rating that day, and I wanted to get any game against a good player that would help me get my 3000. So yeah, it was fun. It was fun. I later realized she had a birthday. If I had known, I would have played only more eagerly. I'll also meet you in Reggio Emilia, and Sopico was also there. I think you met there. Wow. Do you live in Reggio Emilia or what? Or you came from other place in Italy? Wow. Reggio Emilia was a great tournament. I think they had an earthquake at some point, which was one of the reasons why they... Wait, what happened? Why didn't I take on f3? One of the reasons why they stopped the tournament. But it was a very fun event. Very good tournament. Now he fell into a fork. Talk about your weird long castle game against Dubov. Ah, that's where Dubov castle long, the one that I lost. That was a nice one. That was a nice one. Yeah, actually I had chances in that game. It was a pity for me because it was an important game for me and I had few chances there, so I was very disappointed that I missed them. Ubek introduced himself to us and I see him here, so we'll play him. Sorry for the premature post. The thought was that you are a great ambassador of the sport and phenomenal sportsman. Thank you, Christian. Thank you. Yeah, I don't see why any one of you would dislike me. Let me put it this way. I haven't done anything to you, which was bad. So, nonetheless, thank you for those who do like me as well. There are sense. Thanks for the game, Anish. It was my first game on Banter Blitz. Thanks. Yeah, not the last one. I tell you, there's going to be many Banter Blitzes. They do them so often. You can see they're doing them all the time these days. So all of you get a chance to play eventually. I think it's probably they realize that Banter Blitzes encourages people to go premium, I guess, because the amount of Banter Blitzes these days is just so nicely high. That's so good for the premium members. So good. Because I can imagine, yeah, if there are a few Banter Blitzes, then if you don't get your chance, you feel disappointed. But here you will really, sooner or later, end up playing someone. That's for sure. This line, guys, these positions, the Queen's Indian type positions, are all about they fight for the e4 square. Not all about that, but that's one of the aspects. So I'm trying to fight for it and provoke a trade of the bishops. The less pieces, the better for black, who has less space. And I can bet it's impossible to just like Anish, anyone that argues with me is insane. No, it's possible, but not for you people in chat, because like I haven't done anything to you yet. You know. Yet. I usually get disliked by fans of other players who feel I have offended other players. But, oh, he lost the rook. But there's really no need to... Like, the other players don't dislike me, so it's a bit strange why their fans would. But it's common. I think it's common in other sports. I think it's not common in chess. That's why it surprises me. But many people who just joined chess, they don't really know that it's not done in chess. So they think it's like in other sports. I think in other sports, they're fans of one team are bashing the other team. Like you have all these football songs, no? Of like in all these leagues, yeah, in like in the Premier League, and the La Liga and all that, where fans of one club, they have even songs to mock the other club. But in chess, it's not really usually done. But yeah, not everybody is aware of that. So I think that's definitely there. But otherwise, yeah, I don't think I've really struggled with being disliked. Do you speak French? No. But there's a clip of me on my Twitter where I do speak French pretty well. Freycinet said it was pretty good. Freycinet is one of them, for example. Freycinet is one such guy who feels sometimes that he has to defend Magnus Carlsen, you know? Whenever I play him or anything like that. Wow, I can take anything. But yeah, Freycinet complimented my French, so we are buddies ever since. Somebody asked if I casually play my wife. I remember we once played in Georgia for some reason. Maybe we were very bored. Maybe there was chess set and I was supposed to play with her mother and her mother was busy briefly, so then we played. But no, in general, these days we play chess, not with each other. Like if my wife wants to play chess, she usually plays online. I'll play a guy called Anish Giri. He wrote something in the chat as well, being very kind. I'll play him. He's Dutch, yeah? Or he has a Dutch flag at least. Another distinguishing thing about chess, when the players review a game afterwards, it's worth listening to. Yeah, that, by the way, went... oh, Anish Giri, you are not online, are you? It's a pity. Okay, I'll catch him some other time. I'll catch him some other time. Pity, but it happens. Yeah, it happens. Nothing to do. I understand. You send out a challenge and then you just you cannot. Okay, somebody wants to play with increment. I'll play searcher. But yeah, no. But Anish Giri, when he'll be back, we can play him. But the problem is with the post-game analysis of the players is that these days there's this computers are there, and so if you express what you actually saw during the game and thought during the game, you will look pretty stupid in many cases. And to avoid that, many players just stopped sharing their thoughts. Yeah, it's just one of the few bad things that computers have done to chess. You're just not even daring to speak your mind anymore after the game. Actually, most of what strong players thought Would look really smart if you don't use computer. It would be really impressive. But if you have the computer next and you check all what people say, then you realize, wow, this guy was thinking so wrong about so many things. What do you think of Crowning's post-game analysis? Now, the ones where he was saying he was exaggerating his advantages, or just saying he was winning when he wasn't, I think there a lot of emotions were involved. That's why it was done right after the games, and he was very emotional, probably. And the other thing is, he feels very well the psychological struggle in the game, and you cannot imagine how much he's feared. He's really feared a lot by other players, and he feels that. And as he feels the fear, he connects that to the position on the board. So when he feels that the opponent is scared or uncomfortable, I think that's my theory at least. I think he would think that is because his position is very good. But very often that was not the case. Very often just the players would be nervous because they're just nervous, not because the position is bad. But he would feel it. He would saw the body language, their hesitation, their time spending, and he would think that, yeah, probably I'm winning simply. That's my theory. I don't know if it's right, but I think it is definitely, some truth is definitely in there. Yeah, now let's see. So the problem is he will castle long. Anish, I live in Berlin. Do you like the city? Oh, Harigiri says, I'm here. I was watching YouTube, but it has a delay. Oh, la la. Yeah, Berlin. I've been to Berlin. I was in Berlin for the candidates tournament, actually. There are different areas, aren't there, in Berlin? Like, very different. Some are very pretty. Some are less pretty. Pedroda Favila says, do you remember when you won that elite tournament? Yeah, me neither. Pedroda is still making the joke from of Magnus Carlsen, who decided that is funny. The thing is, the problem with this kind of jokes, if there is any problem at all, I'll stop 95, is that many people, they don't really know the backstory and everything. And they don't realize that some things are like jokes or memes and stuff. It took me long also to understand that. I always thought everybody understands everything, but at some point I realized nobody understands anything. People take everything literally. And that's when I realized the way I saw the world was not the way the world was. So now I'm a bit more literal, you know? So I have won many top tournaments in my career. His king is stuck here. Okay, g6 is stopping my idea. I mean, I wanted to sacrifice an e7 and play bishop f5. Now I still have him completely tied up. Are you going to play the French defense anytime soon, Anish? You know, if you are into the French defense, I did a Banter Blitz, I think, which was like specifically done for me playing the French defense. I played so much French there. You cannot even imagine. You can watch that back if you want the French. I can play the French as well here, of course, at some point. But there I played all the games with black, and all of them my opponents went e4. Oh, this mate in one. And all of them I played the French, and I won all of them as well. Okay, let me see. Okay, Haragiri is back. Haragiri is back. Okay, we can play French against him. In your French, you said you had painful memory connected to one line. That was that against Vladislav Kovalov? Yeah, that was the one. That was the one. Anish, is body language so important in chess? Yeah, it is important. But it is not the defining factor. It is just important combined with other factors. 92, I'm playing c5. c3, yeah, this is... I didn't cover that move, but it's... yeah, it was even recommended in some book. I should have covered it, but it's not a good move, I think. It was recommended in one book, some kind of book that was called... I just now remember. Yeah, I should have covered it. It's not a great move, though. Something like Destroy the French or whatever, some book. Very weird. Very weird. Like, they recommend this line against the French. Very strange. Never seen this line before that book and after that book. But that book recommends it. Very weird line. Just white creates an isolated pawn. For no reason at all. Knight f6, I'm not sure, but I think it's okay. If he takes, I take, and I will give bishop before check. And as we trade more pieces, I think I'm doing fine. Somebody says body mass index. Do I have a healthy BMI? I am definitely on the low side of it. Like, I am on the underweight side of it. But I think I am okay, like healthy. Yeah, I mean, I'm healthy. Yes, like I don't have health issues, but I am. I have a low. Like I'm. How to say, less than average. My weight is lower than average, definitely, but not to the extent that I have any health issues. Definitely not. Have a pretty low body fat. When you are when you have such low body fat like I do, I think it could be a problem if you get like if you get like very ill or something, and then you keep losing the weight, then it could be a problem. But as I have right now, it's not an issue. So don't worry about my BMI. Have you considered bulking up a little bit? Yeah, I think I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. I had um, before the gyms were closed, I was going to the gyms for yeah, there are different periods, but I was attending the gym quite a bit in some of these periods. But I think the thing that I have realized when it comes to my weight, it was very hard to gain weight um, while remain while remaining how to say, while still feeling good. So let's say I would have to eat like way too much to gain weight. It has to do with my what is it called? Metabolism. The metabolism is very fast. So I actually eat quite a lot. Well, not a lot, but like I eat normal, and I can eat even more. But like the metabolism, the speed with which the body burns these calories is pretty fast. So currently I don't gain much weight, but I think as people age, these things slow down, and eventually I will gain a little bit more weight. So don't worry. Supplements help. Yeah, but why would I need? Why would I need it? What for? As I already told you, I'm feeling very healthy. I'm in a very good shape. I have a pretty fine stamina and don't experience any issues connected to that. So yeah, we can keep talking about my BMI, or other health concerns that you have for me. But I think we had dealt with the topic successfully. This is a clickbaity person from Turkey. It says Carlson Nightmare. I remember this user, and also has this profile photo of Beth. Yeah, Argiri doing respectably. Definitely, definitely. Just wait till you're 50, Anish. Yeah, absolutely. I know. You could see also with my colleagues, Nepo, Karakin, and MVL, their weight, or at least their body shape, has changed tremendously in the last few years. It has changed tremendously. Many of them have gained bellies at different points in time. So castle, I think, is not precise because of bishop e6. Now I have knight b7. This is I completed this chapter yesterday of my knight, of course. Yesterday I completed this chapter. Knight f3 is a fine system, but after bishop e7 you should bishop g5 first. Take before I can recapture the knight. I see a beer belly, says Belov. Yeah. You speak about whom? Nepo. Yeah, Nepo looks a little bit fat though, no? Who has the best bikini body in the top 10? Wow, bikini. Bikini. Judith Polgar was in the top 10 at some point, but ever since, not many are wearing bikinis in the top 10, I think. Harigiri, yeah, well done, man. Well done. I'm glad we got a chance to play. So we'll have many more in the future. It was good fun. Yeah, guys, the with Nightbot, by the way, I mean, I guess you have to yeah, I don't know what's up with this Nightbot. I see YouTube chat always speaks about Nightbot. I think it's kind of productive, no, to an extent. Maybe you have to reprogram it. I guess it's a naughty bot. Not Nightbot, but naughty bot. Judith is the only top 10 GM, right? No, Judith Polgar used to be very high rated. I must say, I mean, it's nothing to do with her being a woman. It's just with me not being that. Well, it's basically my sort of memory. Like I have pretty bad memory for certain things, like who was how highly ranked. I don't really recall. Of course, I knew what was the peak of Judith Polgar, but I cannot right now. Let me check. I don't know if she was in. She must have been in the top 10, right? Let me check. Let me check. To ever break into the top 10. Yeah, she was. Her highest. Okay, number 8 player in July 2005. Yeah, her peak rating was number 8 in the world. So I think, yeah, it's pretty good. But yeah, she was number 8 in the world at her peak. But of course, when she already retired, she was no longer this high. But she was still very high all the way until her. She was, I think, surely number 1 woman rated player. Although at some point I think it got close with Hoi Fan. At some point it got close already. But yeah, at her peak she was far and beyond. Yeah, I don't know if it's me, but I think bikini is not a man thing, right? Like bikini is specifically a woman attire, right? Or am I wrong? I mean, men also have swimming stuff, but I think it's called like trunks or whatever, or swimming suit. I don't think it's called a bikini. Maybe. I mean, I didn't watch it, but I heard like their new Borat movie came out. Maybe Borat is wearing a bikini, but I think mostly men. At least the ones in the current top 10, they're not really wearing bikinis. Let me go after his second rank. Second rank is known to be the juicy rank. I will let his pawn march, but yeah, I have various. Okay, I'll play bishop d8 and bishop b6. Now I'm threatened with g1 mate. Yeah, and I've managed to deliver it. Anish, do you think if you use whatever correct opening which is not in your repertoire against a 2400 player, you can beat him? Yeah, very easily. I think very easily. I think I can. I mean, until 2550, I don't think there is a big difference. Also, I have a very, very broad overview of openings. So like there is very few. I don't think there's an opening that I know nothing about. I think that doesn't exist. I think I know something about all openings, and I think it would only be really disadvantageous for me. Like let me see if I know something about the Scandinavian. Okay, I can play Queen A5. Let's see what I know about Scandinavian. Like for example, I don't know. I think they start with D4 usually, no? But it doesn't matter. Okay. But yeah, I guess at some point onwards, like from some point onwards. Yeah, 95 already, you see, because I only played with white, I don't really recall 95. Yeah, it's a small issue. Okay, I will try to transpose to what I know with knight bd7. Knight c4, queen c7. That's transposes to queen d6 line. Yeah, now I'm back in book, but this book is not very good. Yeah, and bishop d3 I do not recall. But yeah, I think from some point onwards, maybe players rated I don't know 2650, then maybe it starts to matter how well aware are you of your openings. Mankini is a thing. I guess your regular host Jan Gustafsson is the kind of guy who would love to talk about Mankini and such topics. Usually I don't tackle them in my streams. I always thought Queen A5 was best. Yeah, Queen A5 is supposed to be the best line in the Scandinavian, but I don't really even recall 95. I guess Bishop F5 is main line, but I was not sure what happens there after some lines connected with G4. Yeah, now these positions are already good for black because you traded so many pieces. There is very little value in having more space. And an endgame like this is already unclear simply if white is better at all or if black is on the good side, because he has these targets potentially in the center, in the queen side. He can play c5 and stuff. I cannot, for example, already play e5 next move and trade the central pawns. But I think such an endgame, yeah, black can play for a win usually. Although objectively he brings knight to d3. Probably objectively white is quite comfortable, but I don't know. I don't know if black is slightly better or not. Maybe black is slightly better. Yeah, maybe I'll play b6, ambitious, trying to go for c5. Jan probably talks more about trash TV shows which feature Mankinis. Yeah, Jan is a very very well versed. I haven't watched anything for so long. I used to watch stuff during travel. It was a habit that I would watch during my travel. But the problem with that habit turned out to be once I stopped traveling, I stopped watching. So I don't watch anything, any shows, no movies, absolutely nothing. I stopped watching everything. Oh, I also watch in cinemas. I used to, but yeah, cinemas are kind of half closed. And I don't want to, like go and then check what are exactly the regulations and like all this. So for me, they're as good as closed. But yeah, so basically my two main ways of watching movies, they're just gone. Yeah, now I just don't watch anything, so I'm just completely out of touch. I watch some things on YouTube, some videos. Especially as I started my own channel, I got interested and I watch other people. I try to see what they do and what works and stuff, but not very much also, not very much. But at least I watch that a bit, but not actually that much. Very few. Not a watcher. Jan has recommended me so many series, guys. Jan has recommended me this, that, this movie, that movie, but I just didn't have. I don't know what. Didn't have maybe the time. Or, no, it's not like. For me, it's never a priority, so I just never had the. I'll play g5. G5 is at some point good to grab some space. Kramnik student, by the way, is being very resilient, but yeah, pawn is a pawn, guys. Pawn is a pawn, and very importantly, clock is clock. He accelerates a lot, but he has to speed up earlier than this. Unfortunately, you cannot not get flagged in such a position. But well played, man. Well played. Anish, how has having a family affected your chess playing? Yeah, it has affected the way I have to structure my time and stuff. But I wouldn't say it's clear how it affected my chess. I still spend a lot of time. I have lots of time that I can spend in any way that I please. I'm trying to. I hope no. I wanted to play the Blumenfeld, but yeah. Thanks, Cramming Student. So I can spend my time in the way I want still, just like when I was a little kid. And that is very, very important for a top chess player. You need a lot of time. I think this move order is a bit considered a little bit double-edged, because now I get to keep the extra pawn. White, of course, has some compensation, but usually people end up here because they mix up the move order, not because they want to sacrifice a pawn. I would guess it's the case here too. Will you encourage your son to pursue a chess career? I think it is very unlikely that one can pursue a chess career, regardless who the person is. I think it's a very unlikely career. It's very rare that someone can pursue a chess career. Usually, also, you don't really then have a choice. I don't think there are some people who have, but there are almost no people who could pursue chess career and didn't. Well, no, what I mean is, no, there are, of course, but like, there are different types of chess careers. All the top players basically are so good since so young age that they have like grown into top chess, and they were never asked whether they will play professionally or not. It was like obvious. It was completely obvious that they would all be professional chess players. Usually, it's because usually you are like 15 when you are a strong grandmaster already, and then it's clear that you're gonna play chess. And I had the same experience, and so did many of my colleagues. But yeah, my son, to be kind of remarkable if he will end up to be a professional chess player. That would be kind of shocking, actually. What are the odds of that, man? What are the odds? But chess is very good, guys, for children, because they get to sit still. That's beautiful. So I always encourage other parents to teach your children chess, because then you can tell them to sit still, and they have to comply, and they might even enjoy it. And my son actually likes sometimes. We haven't played with him for a few days. He likes to play on the laptop, because then he can see legal moves. It's easier. The laptop shows legal moves, and my son, he can then really play. We should play with him again today. We haven't played for a couple days. Usually I let him checkmate me. Chess helps children learn critical thinking skills at an early age. It's awesome. Yeah. All these things, and also like also, for example, they learn that what they do has consequence, and that they have to think before they move, and all this stuff. It's very, very good. Very, very good. For sure. For sure. But also they get to sit still. Last but not least. Guess I won so many pawns here. So many pawns. It's unbelievable. I didn't even know I had so many pawns. Well, my kids are watching this in another room and they take issue with my comment about family and professional life. What's the problem? Anish, what is the first work to do in chess for an ambitious player who wants to improve? Yeah, I don't really know what you mean ambitious player who wants to improve. What means ambitious? You mean ambitious because you have reasons to be ambitious, or you just feel ambitious? You know what I mean? Like if you are a very promising player who potentially could become a professional chess player, then usually you already know what to do. You have a trainer. You've researched it. But yeah, if you're ambitious, Divis. Let's play Divis once. Let's play Divis once. Let's play Divis once. Guys, Divis is, I guess you all know Divis, right? He's Chess24 now. He's still, I think he's Chess24 staff, yeah? Yeah. For the Spanish, for the Spanish division of Chess24. It's been, he's doing a tremendous job, always. I know him for a long time. Very, left a very hard-working impression when I met him, and had so many ideas about Chess24 and how to make good material and good content. Great guy. Basically, great guy. But now he's playing against me. Rook b1 is mysterious. I'm not sure what that is about. Does he want to go b4? I don't. Oh, he's falling for it. Jesus. He is falling for it. This is a classic, guys. This is a classic trap. It's unbelievable that he fell for it. In a way, also in such a perfect way. He played rook b1. Like he made this useless move which doesn't defend from that. It's like perfect. I was very lucky there to demonstrate this beautiful idea. Wow, I never imagined it would happen, because like you have to play this move like rook b1. Rook d1 already would defend from it. This is very good. Is it in the realm of possibility to disappoint Anish at this banter? You mean this Davis? Yeah, it's possible, but not anymore, I guess. Although he played now decent move. Yeah, knight d7. Yeah, pretty good. Knight d7, I think it's pretty good. Knight a4 is bothering me though. Knight e4 not. Knight a4 bothered me. Knight e4, I think I'm okay. Knight a4, knight d5, knight b6 was a little thing. Yeah, guys, this tactic is very, very nice. It is a common tactic in this system. It's a thing in the system. Something to always beware of if you play it with white. Knight d6. Okay, I can take twice. Davis is an international master, I see here, but he's very very good at chess. He works a lot on chess as well, not just on content and website, but on chess as well. He works a lot, so he's one of these international masters that are very knowledgeable. I'm messing it up, guys, a little bit. I'm messing it up quite a bit. Let me think. Let me play rook d3. Rook f3. I don't know. I'm not so sure if I'm converting it well, but I'm trying. I'm trying. h5. Why not? Yeah, I'm messing up quite a little bit, but let's see. Now we should go king. Oh my god, king g2, rook f4. There is f3. f6, bishop e3, h3, king g3. Yeah, wow, I'm messing up quite a bit there. Okay, let's just go. Plan B. Plan B. Plan B. Plan B. Yeah, I wanted to win nicely, but at some point I started messing things up, and now it's plan B. His rook trapped. Yeah, it's very loud. Yeah, I just switched to flagging mode, but yeah, it was instructive trick there. Good to know. Good to know. My technique was not ideal, but it's not so simple. Not so simple to convert these positions. Okay, that was fun. That was fun. GG Davis. Hi. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I was I lost. Got a bit lost in time. So I heard it's already 90 minutes. It was a lot of fun. Actually, it's quite late here. It's already 11:30. I should go to bed slowly. In YouTube chat it says AG streamed 5 hours or more today, and now here. Yeah, had a not that long, I think, but yeah, I had 1 hour on my channel, 2 hours on Vidit's channel, and now here 1.5. Good stuff. Thanks, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, next time would be nice to get to hear more about you. I liked people who introduced themselves. That was really fun. Good to know who all is watching this. Yeah, thank you. Many people are happy. Many people are happy. Those who are unhappy are not in chat. That's great. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Batman, Catalonia, and Token, and all these people who are thanking me. Yeah, have a good weekend, guys. A lot more Banter Blitz is upcoming, not only by me, but also by everybody else. I see here on the left here, there's Banter Blitz with Duda upcoming. And like so many Banter Blitzes happened. There was Wesley So was here, Le Quang Lim. Yeah, no, good stuff. Really good stuff. Okay, guys, thank you all for watching anyway, and see you all next time. Bye-bye.